Alright everyone, let's get over to just yappening. Hello everyone, welcome to the Yappening part 2, or episode 2, whatever I end up calling it. The Yappening is my just chatting well-being series, where I use some of my real-life work knowledge in order to hopefully advise and inform and educate yourselves about, how to improve your well-being in all aspects of your life. Today, we're going to be discussing sleep hygiene. First of all, let's say hello to everyone in chat. Hello to Komeda, hello to Evie, and hello to everyone lurking. Would I ever want to swim in a giant ramen? No.
Hello, my friend.
Hello to Miramis. Welcome in. As for how I am doing this day, I am quite excited because this is an aspect of knowledge that we're discussing today that I'm quite well versed on in terms of, well-being techniques, advice, and that kind of thing. So I hope you'll take away something today from this, whether that's something that you never knew you could try before, or, I don't know, something that you never even knew before. You learn something new every day is one of my mantras, and I try to make sure I do that. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to start by explaining a little bit about my journey with my sleep pattern, and go from there. So I have a mixed relationship with my sleep. It is very much a case of some nights I can get to sleep really easily. Most nights it is not. And that is something I have come to understand and come to terms with. It's not easy, some nights I can be up until stupid o'clock because a signal is not sent from my brain or from my body to my brain to basically be like, look, it's time to go to sleep, Dan. You need to go to sleep now. And then my brain's like, oh no, it's okay, I don't need to do that. Yes, it's quite exhausting. But that's why I have some techniques that I use in order to help myself get to sleep better. How many of you have experienced nights where you have struggled to sleep, whether that be for one reason or another? Yes, exactly. Everyone has at least one sleepless night. We all go through it. You're not alone in that, The sleep schedule is always random. Some days you get 4 hours of sleep, sometimes you get 10. Yep, and it varies person to person. So I want to use some of my knowledge to help, or hopefully help. Did you know that your sleep will be completely different to the person who lives under the same roof as you? Or your neighbor? You might need, as it says there, 4 hours of sleep, and you'll wake up feeling refreshed and ready for the day. But there are some who might need 12, 14 hours of sleep to be refreshed and ready for the day. That's because our internal clock, also known as our circadian rhythm, that is different for every single one of us. For example, my circadian rhythm, or my internal body clock, runs on 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. If I cannot get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I can guarantee that I will be tired exhausted, and yawning heavily throughout the day. I will then also need to go to bed sooner the next night, but that's just a side effect. I have some notes here that I'm trying to follow, so bear with me while I quickly have a quick read of them. Okay, so okay, I want to go with this one first. I have 8 tips for you all with regards to sleep hygiene. Feel free to comment, ask questions about my personal experience or anything like that. Feel free to ask anything. Okay? So, step 1. A routine. A sleep routine. This is extremely important. What this means is having a time to wind down and a way to relax before attempting to go to sleep. This involves having this involves going to bed and getting up at fixed times. Step 2. Your sleep routine should include the evening. Build in time to relax every single evening by avoiding electronic devices at least an hour before bed. Because the blue light that your device can emit, it can actually affect your sleep negatively. So you could try instead reading or listening to soft music or a podcast, or even sleep meditation could help you. Now I use this one myself. I will not do it an hour before bed though, because that doesn't work for me. I actually I avoid electronic devices 10 minutes before I want to go to sleep. And that's because my brain is very much abuzz with activity even when in bed. I listen to soft rainfall before I go to sleep, because this eases me into sleep by hearing the little pit pat of the raindrops. Does anyone have any questions? Perfect. We'll keep going. Step 3. Your sleep environment is personal to you. This means it's generally easier for you to get to sleep when it's quiet, dark, and cool. Although you should try different things and see what works for you. So this one, I believe I believe what works for me is having my duvet, and then I have a little tiny like half blanket that I put to cover the top half of my body, so that during the winter times I retain all the heat during my sleep. Welcome in, Mast. Welcome in. So yes, and I have 2 pillows. I use 2 pillows because I can't sleep with just 1 pillow. I have to have 2 to have a slightly raised head. I have to be sleeping facing towards the exit of the room. But I think that comes from like childhood fear. Anyway, and then yeah, like I said, the duvet with a blanket. Is there anything you specifically do to get to sleep? Ooh, yes. Let me know. What I will say is that if I don't get to sleep fast enough, I will get strong paranoia for some reason. It mainly happens when it's dark and quiet. Is it a paranoia in which you believe someone is in the room, or paranoia about yourself, wondering why you can't get to sleep? What kind of thoughts happen, you know? If you're if you're comfortable enough to share, I don't want to delve too deeply. You know, this needs to be comfortable for the both of us. Oh, your VPN doesn't work on Twitch, so your chats weren't going through. Mirimis, what were you saying, lovely? Tell me, how is your sleep like at these days? Your sleep is... Oh. Your brain will make horror monsters that I see at the bottom of my bed. Ah. Shabelle, thank you for the lurk, lovely. Your sleep is interesting to say. Master, I've noticed your sleep schedule has been a bit all over the place. You're waking up at very early times, but we have discussed this in private. You know I'm there for you. If you're willing to share here, then feel free to. But if you're not, if you're not willing, then that's perfectly okay as well. Mirimis, your sleep has always been random. Yes, we were just saying, like, everyone's... Oh, I see. I want to come back to your point, Evie, about the night terrors. What have you tried so far, Evie, to ignore or distract yourself from these monsters that your brain creates? Part of the problem was you were forced to be a night owl because nighttime was the only time you could be alone and productive. Oh, yes. See, that's another thing. Like, our work lives are creative lives. Hi, Virgil. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. You gotta head to work, but hello. Hello to you too, Virgil. We'll be collabing in the future, I'm sure. On the Dale and Dawson collab. I will see you there, dear friend. Or new friend, shall I say. New friend. Thank you for the first time chat, Virgil. I'm just gonna make sure I follow you. I do. Perfect. You... Oh, hang on. I've lost track. You have a sleeping disorder, so it's really hard for you to sleep, and when you do, it's only for about 3 to 5 hours on average. Oh, yes. Sleep disorders or sleep problems. I don't like the term disorder. It's got the negative connotations held with the word disorder, like you're not normal. Like, that's not the case. You're just divergent, Evie, you wait it out. You'll know they're fake, so you just lay there in fear until the brain gives up. Have you thought about... So, I had a similar experience when I was younger, Evie. It was very much a case of I would turn a light on and sleep, and that actually helped my brain remove that kind of line of thinking completely, to the point where I now no longer have night monsters or night terrors of any kind. So a little night light, just a small one, not bright enough that it's gonna wake you up or anything. Sorry, my train of thought went out the window because Nova popped in. Virgil Friendos, yes, future Friendos. I'm so excited! Thank you so much. Okay, I gotta make sure I do everything correctly. This is scary. Okay. You're fine with the word disorder because parts of you are not normal. But that's the thing, like, what is normal? Normal is not a factor in any part of your sleep pattern. No one's sleep is normal because we all get different hours of sleep a night. It's very much a case of your sleep is different to my sleep, which is different to the next person's sleep. Like every 8 billion human in the world does not have the exact same sleep pattern as each other. There are 8 billion different sleep patterns in the entire planet. So I just want to say that, Mars, it's not that you're not normal, air quotes. It's that you have a sleep pattern that is different. Oh my gosh. Hang on, I'm losing track of comments. Oh, I've just gotten closer to you. Hello there. Nova, you just want to say have I got that sound? I'm proud of you, Dan. You know the reason. T-finger guns, also lurking and multitasking. I don't know the reason, but thank you so much. Thank you for being proud of me. I mean, I'm proud of myself as well. That's fair as well from Mast. Evie, this is why I find horror movies boring. I've seen worse. Yeah, honestly, when I first watched Nightmare on Elm Street, I didn't sleep well for like 2 days. Levi, your sleep involves you barrel rolling off the bed onto the floor. No. Gecko, pastry. Wicked Danish is now going to be called pastry from here on this channel. Every time you call me Gecko, I will call you pastry. Because you're not a Danish. You're the before thing. Seeing as I am the before thing of my form now. Master was not ready to talk about the same problem, something else. Marissa, I know my doctor kept insisting I need 6 hours every 24 hours instead of the 4 hours twice a day, but I can never grasp why. Oh, thanks, Nova. Yeah. Talk about sleeping and well-being. Absolutely. Gecko. No, you are the pastry. Wicked pastry. That actually sounds like a Halloween treat, to be honest. So, Miris, your doctor kept saying 6 to 8 hours. I love how varied. Thank you so much for the care package, Master. Let me do that real quick. I love how varied the advice we get from our doctors is. Because I can say to someone all the stuff I'm saying now, you know, your sleep pattern is different. It's different for everyone. You will find through try and error what is best for you. And that can mean like years of restless sleep. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a disorder there of some kind. It just means you have difficulty sleeping. It just... Hi, Dusty Otto. Welcome in. It just means that you're still working through the maths problem, you know? Working out your sleep hours is like a maths problem. And some are good and some are not so good at it, you know? Go through. Also, I don't dream often. When I do dream, it's always weird. My brain usually has vivid, realistic dreams or about people I know. I used to have those too, Evie. Okay, so there is one dream I can vividly explain to you all right now, but I'm not going to because I'm not meant to be sharing my experiences too heavily. But I have experienced something extremely similar to that, Evie, and I must say, it does get better the older you get. That does fade, okay? So, you know, hold out for another few years. Your doctor encouraged you to try a drug, but failed to warn you that intense dreams were possible. I find that I don't feel well rested when I dream, and all the dreams were not good. medicating for sleep can be one of the worst ways to go. It is my belief that you should always try medication as a last resort for sleep, and instead you should try therapy first, if you're able to, of course, and then if that doesn't work, then try medication. Oh, trust me, I dropped it almost immediately. Okay, so you did drop it then. That's fair, you know, it wasn't working for you. Levi, REM sleep. Oh, yes. Yes. Give me my bread and butter. This is me now. You need the full 8 hours to get the deep REM sleep that to keep your brain moving. No, that is false. It is inherently and medically false that 8 hours for everyone activates REM sleep. Your REM sleep cycle, again, is completely different to someone else's. Hi, first time chatter, Lucas, welcome in. So, as I was saying, your REM sleep cycle is completely different to someone else's. Mine, I know mine, I enter REM sleep for 4 hours a night, which is all I need, as long as I have 8 hours in total of sleep that night. Evie, you once had a dream about a fake Owl House movie trailer and believed it. For an hour, you got a fake... For an hour, I got a fake leak of my own mind. Okay. I ain't a sleepologist. I sleep like 3 to 4 hours a day. And does that work for you, Levi? That's the thing. If that works for you, there is no reason to change it. Virgil, you get 6 hours. Lucas, yes, I am a real dragon. Do you not see me? Like, sir, Mr. Lucas. Do you see this? I am a real dragon. Like, look at me, okay? I am beautiful dragon. Hang on. I'm dying now. Ah! Miramis? That's not cool. I just realized I can't do that. Oops. I've now messed it up. Oh well. Lucas, thank you for becoming a Draconian and welcome in. If you wish to join the Discord, please do come say hi. The castle gates are open. So it doesn't work for you, Levi, but you gotta work, so it is what it is. Your brain gaslights you on your own sleep, Evie. Oh my gosh, you guys are going so quick. Indeed, fancy. Yep, real dragon captured. The dragon vibe was too strong. I jarred it for our safety. Hashtag free my king. What are you guys talking about? We are talking about sleep hygiene. This is the premise or the foundation or the starting point of how to improve your sleep well-being. Excuse me. I'm in a... Wait, you're in a jar with me. You're in the jar with me. 2 to 3 hours of sleep every day. If that works for you, Lucas, then by all means, that's good for you. Do you guys want to hear another tip I've got, though? Nom. Here we go. There are many things that we can do daily to help manage your worries. Just by talking to someone you trust or writing in a notebook about your concerns can help you reduce the amount of worrying you experience at night. Now, here we go. I wrote in a diary for about 12 to 14 years of my life, every night before going to bed. I'm pretty sure there are like 14 journals in my room somewhere with a page a day written in, like, even if it was like, it kind of became a chore at one point, but that's a story for another day. But if you write down your worries in like a journal, or even in the notes in your phone, so say you're laying in bed, if you have like a notes app on your phone and you just type in your worries on there and then delete that note, it's out of your brain and it's no longer there in front of you. It's like deleting your worries. That gives you so much power and control over your worries and thoughts. If you don't have someone to trust and can't afford a diary and you can't afford a phone, my advice would be, there are many ways that you are able to get pieces of paper and a pen. You know, a pen is rather cheap to buy. And if, say, you're at work or you're at school or you're, you know, if you're in the public library or something, there will always be like paper in a printer or paper next to you. You can get paper in some way. You can literally just use a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil or a crayon, and you can just go from there. So any way you can do it, you can. But good challenge there, Lucas. Thank you though. Evie, fun fact about you: if you set an alarm, you will wake up before the alarm, like it controls when you wake up. That's because you are worrying about missing your alarm. I've had this before. Then you can say it out loud to yourself, and you can use positive reflection to counter those worries and thoughts. For example, you could say to yourself, I'm really worried about this thing that's happening tomorrow. I just realized Tits is turned off. Sorry. Tits is on now. Sorry, Dusty Otter. Let me do it for you. Add to the treasure pile. Oh, it's on a cooldown. I'll redeem it for free for you. Don't you worry. Late night anxiety, you get that sometimes. Nighttime panic time, as I call it. Okay. Oh, I'm back. I've been freed from the jar. Thank you. I'm gonna bring myself forward. Well, it's only fair. It's my... Why? Well, fuck. I just escaped and now I'm in the basic jar. You're making me a basic bitch here. I'm dancing. I'm a dancing jar. Free my king again. What were we talking about? Oh, positive reflection to combat negative worry. At least I go for fancy. Wow, Miramis. Entirely bigoted there. At least my jar is fancy. No, don't worry. That's why I made the options available. Some people can't afford the more expensive jars, okay? Miramis, you cheeky so-and-so. What was I saying? Yes, so let's say I'm worried about this thing that's happening tomorrow. You can go, okay, but why am I worried? And you think about it rationally. You go, okay, I'm worried because I'm worried I might not make it in time. How do you control that? You leave earlier. I'm worried that such and such is going to be there and I don't want to see them. You say to your friends, hey, I'm coming, but if such and such turns up, I'm going to have to leave because it's for my best interest. You know, I don't want to be around them. Easy. How the hell does a dragon know these things? Because dragons are wise, okay? If I had claws, I would be scratching at the screen right now going, who do you think I am? You think I'm just some nobody dragon that knows nothing? I have 527 years of life experience that I need to share with y'all, and that's what the Yappening is all about. Gosh damn, get me all worked up. I need that as a clip. Give me just a second. Oh, that was too good. I'm using that for adverts. Okay. All these dragon years, he's got a lot of yapping to yabba dabba do. I hate the fact that I said yabba dabba do in that exact same way. Okay. So, to finish off that point, if you often lie awake worrying in bed, please find some time before bed to make a journal entry, to talk to someone you trust, to speak out loud and fight those negative thoughts, or even make a to-do list for tomorrow, just so that the worries are out of your mind. And that is point number 4. Whew. We're halfway through my points, but I think we're having a really good conversation here. Embrace it. I'm goofy. Oh my god, did you see today, everyone? I did that freaking one of those persona tests that's like, what animal persona are you, right? And I got the hamster. And I said to myself, I actually posted it on social media if you saw. I said, I'm not fighting the cinnamon roll allegations, am I? And no, I'm not. These tests are just proving to you all that when you call me a cinnamon roll or a gecko, looks at wicked pastry, then, like, I'm just backing them up. I'm going to stop doing these tests if they keep proving you guys right. Am I warm? I am. I am a very warm dragon. I actually do breathe fire, but I'm not going to do that because I'm in my courtroom right now. Like, this is literally my throne behind me. I'll be freed from the jar soon, which will be nice. You call me a cinnamon roll like once a week? You do. You do. You know, I was contemplating putting some Pokemon Infinite Fusion, like, I can't raise my hand. I'm sorry. Chat, he's a very huggable king. Dusty Otto would know. I would like to hug him in real life, to be honest. Because he's just so lovable. And he's also going to be on King's Court next week. Spoilers. Am I good? I'm a good king. As for am I good, I am feeling very, very well, thank you. I'd love to hug you, my king. I can't wait, baby. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Me neither? 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 Neither. Me neither. I'm excited as well. Okay, whatever. Language is horrible. Let me get in close for you all again. So you can see these Gucci facial expressions. Where is my castle? My castle is located in the Kingdom of Aravan, if you must know. Where is that then? Oh, I see. That's why it's not there, because it's set as a... this one. Ah! Well, fishing is now available, everyone. If you wish to fish, then feel free to do so while I'm in a jar. Virgil! My gosh, how rude of you. The audacity of some people, I swear. I am vibrating with excitement. I think you need to get a hold of that vibrations there, Dusty Otto. You might like, with your powers, you might shake the world. Be careful. The poor king getting jarred all the time. Honestly, I think this is the most I've been jarred in a single stream so far. You couldn't help yourself. Well, you know what? I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed. All right. Glad you had a little fun. Am I ready for Wilds? Levi, I'm not buying that until they optimize it. If it releases and it's optimized and it's perfect, like, I'm not gonna drop frames just playing normally. I'm not gonna hit 20 FPS in a town because that's what I got on the benchmark. Then, sure, I'll get the game. No, I've not tried the beta because they made no upgrades at all, graphically, between the first beta and this beta. They've not implemented any of the changes that they are putting into the final game into these betas. So there's no point. I've seen people playing the game and the creatures are just polygons. They're just polygons. They have no texture. They're just blurry polygons because that's what they can run on. Sorry, I get really worked up about gaming, and when they fucked the release of Wilds quite heavily here by making the beta not improved in any way. Cube, let's just go. At least you are safe inside the jar. Yeah, I mean, I am safe. If someone were to throw something at me, I mean, that probably would hit me. Oh yes, speaking of throwing something at me, I'm on it. I'm on it. Dusty Otto, I'm on it. Here you go. Let's add to the treasure pile. Ah! I was protected by my jar. Q monsters go brewer. That makes me so, like, ticked off though. Sorry, we've gone off at the topic of sleep hygiene and well-being. But I don't mind. I don't mind it. I don't mind it, to be honest. It's out of stock. Is it? I thought it was just on cooldown. Yeah, reward is on cooldown. It will be back in 1 minute 20 seconds. Thank you for the compliment. That's very kind of you. Look, you even made Prime Minister Nugget blush. Oh, he stopped now. Oh, thank you for the care package. I need to get my water. Get my water refilled is what I meant to say. But all I said was get more water. I'm gonna stretch as well. Oh, my back. I'm pretty sure I counted 6 clicks just then. It's because I slouch so much. Like, you can actually tell when I'm slouching because this happens. Oh, nothing actually happened. You're happy Nugget 1 is the name? Yeah, Prime Minister Nugget. He's a mascot. I actually know for a fact that someone is doing a little project on Prime Minister Nugget behind the scenes. You like the memes that came out of the queues. Blocky Fatalis is great. I don't know any of the memes. Where do I find these memes? Why are they not in my server, Levi? Why have you not posted them in my server? Get them in the castle Discord. Come on. If anyone has any problem, by the way, joining the Discord, just DM me and I'll sort it out. You have your horde, I have mine. Yeah, but my horde is gold. What's yours? Memes? Oh. Oh. Ah. Yes. Let me put my wings away. Oh, dear. That feels better. I'm just gonna get my armor on. Whew. Your horde is memes. My horde is gold, I guess. Cool. How long till the next jarring? On to the next sleep hygiene fact, everybody. So, technically speaking, a lifeline is just a water dragon. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. A Leviathan is a sea monster, not a dragon. Let me dream? No, you don't get to cook here, okay? You don't get to cook here until you're actually a Leviathan. Laggy Chris is my boy. Laggy Chris is not even real. I am real. Okay? You think Laggy Chris can, like, do this? No. I can. Fucking Laggy Chris, I'll beat him up. Alright. The next sleep fact, or well-being suggestion for you all, is to not force sleep. If you are laying in bed for like minutes and you're like, wow, I just cannot sleep right now, what the frick, alright? Then don't stay in bed, leave your bed and sit someplace comfortable, or go for a walk, either through the house, up and down the stairs, or even up and down the street. Alternatively, you can also do something relaxing, like read a book or listen to quiet music in that comfortable position. The reason for this is that if you stay laying in bed with your anxieties, you are subconsciously placing the impression on your brain that the bed is a place for anxiety and worry. And that is a big no-no. Okay? So, if you're anxious and worried in bed for longer than like 5 to 10 minutes, get out of bed, go find somewhere comfortable, and do something that is a low energy. Would you advise against turning on a device when you can't sleep? If you're not staring at the device for, say, like a few minutes, that's okay, because there is, if you say start reading something on your phone, you then got that blue light coming back in, and obviously blue light can actually keep the brain ticking and awake, and that's what we want to avoid here. We want to avoid anything that's going to wake your brain up. But if you unlock your phone to put on some music, that's okay, because you're putting your phone down afterwards. That's why you can listen to like rain sounds, static, that kind of thing, because you're not looking at your phone for too long. As for a device, if you mean like your Switch or your Steam Deck, absolutely not. Those devices can be... You're gonna have to try not to read fanfics while trying to sleep. Yeah, it is very tricky to put all these into action in one go though. So take them one step at a time. This will be on YouTube. You can come back at any point when you need to move on to the next stage. Don't rush this. It can take years. I end up talking to myself for hours before I sleep. It's not anxiety, more like a weird coping thing I have. What do you talk to yourself about, may I ask? I'll have to not read fanfics when I'm trying to sleep. Yep, I've addressed that. Levi, the lake theme from Pokemon Diamond used to always knock me out when I needed me to sleep. Okay? It's that kind of thing that is going to help you fall asleep. You put on something relaxing from one of your favorite games, I truly 100% believe that will be the thing that will help you get to sleep faster than anything else. Because your brain already finds it comfortable, relaxing. Now, you don't want anything fast-paced. You don't want anything like super upbeat. You don't want anything that's gonna want to make you get up and dance. You want just like, I guess like if you listen to the ending song on my stream ending screen, that is specifically designed as like a nighttime bedtime type music. It's designed to lull your subconscious into being ready for sleep. Now you listen to One Piece themes. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure One Piece themes are highly upbeat, very like full on energy, like pew 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 pew. You have maladaptive daydreaming. You're talking to Izuku Midoriya as your OC, talking about the LOV. Other stuff as well, just an example. Oof. Maladaptive daydreaming. I'm afraid I don't have a huge amount of knowledge on maladaptive daydreaming. But I hope that that eventually goes away and you're able to get to sleep happily and when you want to. At some point. Virgil, you listen to lots of music while you go to sleep. Other reasons is so you can do some D&D thinking as you drift off. Ooh. Now, I've done that. I did that when I was a DM. I used to do a lot of D&D thinking because it was my escape, I think, from like my reality at that time when I was at uni. So yeah, it can help, especially when you're in heightened areas of stress. Most of the plot points for your campaign you get as you go to sleep. But then don't you wake up immediately and write them down and then go to sleep? Does that work? Or do you actually go to sleep, wake up in the morning, remember the plot points, and then write them down? How does that work for you, Virgil? Levi, they give you good dreams on the days you crash and sleep for a while. Ah, that's nice. Virgil, no, I just remember them. Wow, so you literally wake up and you're like, I remember this plot point, writes it down, or, you know, remembers. Crazy brain. For those who can't remember things easily, me, then writing things down is a lot of how I do my stuff. Maladaptive daydreaming rarely goes away. It's something people develop in their childhood. The secret to your DMing is you don't write anything down. I would be so like crazily wiped out if I had you as my DM, because I'm a whore for law, right? Also hashtag whore for law. And I would want to know the lore of your world, like everything ins and out, how the magic works, why people are doing what they want to do, everything. But the fact that you don't write anything down, if I ever came to you and said, hey, do you have a hard copy of this? And you go, no, but I can write one up for you at some point. I'll be like, oh my god, you what? Your lore is extensive. Oh. Like I said, Evie, I'm not I don't have too much knowledge about maladaptive daydreaming. I just hope that, yeah, it fades away in time. Levi, don't you gotta be crazy good with improv no matter what for DMing? Yes, you have to be able to think on the spot very heavily, and I understand that. Like, you can't have lore for every fella in the bar written down. No, that's backstory. Lore would be like... this ancient artifact has this kind of history because this person wanted to use it to save the world and this person wanted to destroy it. Whatever. But yeah, it's very easy to come up with NPC stories, like straight off the bat. The definition? Sure, if it's not too long, feel free to post it and I'll give it a read. We'll be taking a break soon before we move into the final part of the Yappening, which will be 3 more tips. Virgil, absolutely, but you can have basic characteristics. That is why I can get away with not writing everything down because I have all my main NPCs characters down packed. Oh, very nice. Okay, here we go. Maladaptive daydreaming is a mental health condition, I hate the word issue as well, where a person daydreams excessively, sometimes for hours at a time. Maladaptive means this type of daydreaming is an unhealthy or negative attempt to cope with or adapt to a problem. So, I believe if you underwent therapy, Evie, you could probably work out what what you're coping with that's causing the maladaptive daydreaming. So maybe it's something in the future to consider. You could go to like your GP and be like, hey, can I get put on a wait list for, therapy for maladaptive daydreaming because it's really affecting me. We're not meant to live just coping. We're meant to live life to the fullest. That's my comeback for if you say, but I enjoy it. But you're just coping. We don't want to cope. We want you to be able to live every day to the fullest. But thank you for sharing that, Evie. Thank you for sharing that. This is a safe space, so thank you for that. And that's something new. Something new has been learnt this day, Going back to my mantra of you learn something new every day. There is, one of the things that I have learnt this day. I'm gonna cough. Give me a sec. You don't remember a time before it. That's the issue. That means it started very, very, very early in your childhood and has become such a habit now. I mean, my concern there would be what if you have a partner who's sleeping in the bed next to you and then you start talking to yourself? Who is booping me? Levi. How dare you boop my nose? Don't you do that face at me. Get that finger away from me. Ow! I eat your finger. That's the noise I hear when I see that face. Just oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for an extended break. I'll be back once the ads are fully done, but they might be a couple more minutes or so, but I just want to top my water up, pop to the loo, that kind of thing. But I'll be back with the last 3 advice tips for sleep, hygiene, and well-being. Stick around, don't go anywhere. I'll see you after this break. Love you! Alright, Draconians, we're back. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much for letting me take an extended break. Really needed that. Woo! Right, okay. Evie, during the break, you said you're just saying because you're low-key so happy you made friends this year, that's all. Sniff. Don't sniff me. I don't like being sniffed. Oh, the dinghy is part of the mirror back screen. Sounded threatening? Oh, what was threatening? I'm so sorry. Oh no. No. That wasn't my intention at all. Alright. Are you ready for the next piece of advice I can give you about sleep hygiene and well-being? Okay, so for some, silence can be golden when needing to sleep. So, if this helps you, try wearing earplugs. Putting your phone onto silent, or even in another room entirely, can keep things quiet. There's nothing worse than hearing a buzz during the middle of the night, or your phone ringing in the middle of the night, and it wakes you up and disrupts your sleep, and the entirety of the day is ruined. Like, no, we don't want that. We want things to be nice and quiet. Try and keep the room as dark as possible, so good curtains or blinds can help doing that. And avoid unwanted lights by keeping clocks out of view or phones facing down. Your room should be the right temperature for you, so not too hot, not too cold, perfect for you, and well ventilated. There's nothing worse than waking up to a stuffy room or waking up in the middle of the night because it was so cold that it became very moist in the room, you know? There are some cases when it is easier to play music designed to aid your sleep, such as ambient sounds, for my example, rainfall, gentle music, or white noise. White noise is something that I have tried in the past and it didn't help me. Is there anything that you've tried to help you get to sleep? Is there such a thing as too quiet? I swear if I don't have some background nature sounds going, the absolute silence sounds like a roar in my ears. Yes, there is such a thing as too quiet. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you. It's the same for me. I once spent some years away from the quiet of my current bedroom, where it is very disruptive, very loud, that kind of thing, and now I have to have something in the background to help me sleep. So for some, it can be a lot easier to have something in the background when sleeping. Evie, weirdly, I find it easier to sleep when you are slightly cold. Ooh, that's one I've come across a couple of times, but it's been a while since I've come across that. How do you get slightly cold then? Do you leave the window open a little bit? Do you not sleep under the covers? Or like, is it a really thin sheet that you use on your bed? How does it work? As for your background nature sounds, Mirimis, I love that, by the way. Just like bird calls, bird tweeting, that kind of thing. Love that as a way to get to sleep. Very, very helpful. Indeed. So I'm just gonna quickly do this because I wanna fish. Windows are open all the way so you can be under your covers and slightly cold. Interesting. Interesting. I'm... Oh, a butterfly fish. How cute. I'm very intrigued in how you have your windows open all the way. Does that mean you never put heating on in your bedroom? Like, because if you did, wouldn't that maybe like waste the heating? Go on, Miramis, get your fish. Rainbow, how cute. So another way, oh, you like your bedroom cold. Nice indeed. Very ironic. Catching a rainbow. You like your bedroom cold. See, I can't do with a cold bedroom. And yet every morning I wake up and my bedroom is cold. So it's very tricky in the winter for me to be happy in my room. Unless, obviously, I'm at my desk and like the PC is on and there's heat coming from that. No heating, you like your icebox. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Oh gosh. But whatever is best for you. You know, whatever you enjoy. Another thing though. Let's talk about the next tip. Your diet. So that's the food and drink that you have throughout the day. And exercise. Yes, these also play a part in how your sleep works. A good diet, so that is a mixture of all of the food groups, and regular exercise, so at least once a day, can help us to relax and get better sleep. Avoid large meals close to bedtime, and cut out caffeine, alcohol, or nicotine close to bedtime as well, as these are stimulants that can make you more alert. It will also mean that you'll find it harder to get to sleep because your digestive system is working hard, and or your liver, brain, heart, respectively. You know, caffeine, brain, alcohol, liver, and nicotine, heart. I'm trying to keep to a low sodium diet, but I admit my exercise needs works, and I need to really nick the late night snacks. Late night snacks, yes. It actually says here to avoid late night snacks 1 to 2 hours before bed. And that's in my own notes. So, these, I will say, all of the tips I'm giving are strictly my own things that I've learned throughout my life, or from other people, that I've gotten from my job. So, just walking to uni and back count as exercise. It's a 40-minute walk. Is it 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back? Or is it 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back? Plus, exercise counts as any physical activity that gets your heart beating faster than it normally does. So, going up and down the stairs that gets your heart pumping, for example, that could count as exercise. Or swimming laps, you know, up and down, 40 minutes each, then yes, because it's more than an hour. It's more than an hour, then it's absolutely adequate, you know. Could you instead run that and it would be even better? Yes. But who wants to go to freaking uni exhausted and tired because you've just ran that way? Not to mention you just feel sticky and sweaty. Gross. So yeah, walking is fine. Oh. It's slightly up a hill. Even better, Evie. There you go. You've got your exercise underway. I am quite... I'm not doing well in the diet and exercise front, I'll admit. You know, I do cut out caffeine, alcohol, and I don't smoke, so there's no nicotine in my body. You need to go back to Wii Fit. Switch Sports just doesn't work as well. We need to get you the Ring Fit, Miramis. The Switch Ring Fit exercise kills. I heard people can only manage like half an hour of that and they're exhausted. So I really want to get that, to be honest. Maybe I'll put it on my phone wish list. So I think I should. Maybe I should. Especially with my birthday in 2 months, everyone. It is 2 months till my birthday, just announcing it now. You had a monster today. But that's okay, as long as you don't have a monster now or around bedtime, like at least an hour or two before bed, you'll be okay. Like, according to this guide, anyway. My guide, I should say. I keep forgetting that these are my own notes that I've made over the last, like, 2 years. I don't generally talk about my job because I kind of hold that close to my... You know, I like to hold that card close to my chest, as the saying goes. I try and keep some parts of my private life private, but I do feel that as we become closer as a community, I am starting to feel more trusting with some of the community members to let them know what my job is. So the only problem with Ring Fit is it doesn't have as good a yoga program as Wii Fit. It is great for arms though. I can't squat much because knees. Me too. But I found an exercise that is perfect for the knees. I'll have to send the video to you at some point. You've cut monsters out almost out completely from your life, but there was a new one, so I had to get it. What was the name of the new one? I am in love with the really like pinky hippie one. It's got the hippie lady on it, and it tastes like peach or mango or something, like a mixture of the two, maybe. I love it. I love it. I'm absolutely addicted to that one. But I don't have it often, you see. I have it maybe once a month as a treat to myself. And that's how I manage my caffeine intake, is monsters once a month. Because as soon as I have any kind of monster, I know the next day I'm going to wake up more tired than I went to bed. So, Rio Punch. It was good. It tastes like a sweet. Huh. I don't think I've tried that one yet. But yeah, Miramis, I'll send you the exercise video I used to follow, like, very strictly for like a good 6 months or something. Oh yeah, I'm still raising funds for a new PC part. Please donate responsibly, everybody. I need to get one of those up for my throne. Okay, this does bring us on to our last point, or last part of the guide. Now, there are some of us here, so, oh, okay. Remember, I can say I do not partake in caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol, so have that going for me at least. I definitely would like any knee exercises. Yes, I have a knee exercise that I believe supports the knee by making use of... Well, I guess it makes use of, like, the muscles. So, the final piece of advice from my guide. There are some of us here that obviously have heard of or have experienced in our lives the phenomenon called insomnia. A period of time in which you are unable to fall asleep that is now classified as a medical condition. There are some tips that I can give you to avoid or work around insomnia. They may help, they may not. There's no guarantee that it's going to help everyone. It is literally trial and error, okay? So, number 1, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. That means if you get up at 6 a.m. for your job, on your days off, get up at 6 a.m. If you go to bed at 10 p.m. every night, then you must go to bed every single night. Take care, Evie. See you, I'm back. I'm back Friday, Evie. I'll see you Friday, Evie. Take care. Have a good night. And thank you so much for sharing everything you did. Mwah. Big love. Number 2. Try to relax 1 hour before bed. A warm shower, a warm bath, or reading could help you. Tip number 3. Ensure that your mattress, pillows, and covers are comfortable for your needs. So this means, like, if your mattress has a broken spring, change that mattress. If your pillows need a wash to get freshed up, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Because it will help you in the long run. You need to change your covers because you're tired of the same old design. Do it. And finally, tip number 4. What? Number 4. I gotta stop saying tip because Levi made a tip joke and now I'm like, oh, tip. Exercise regularly during your day. So for those who may experience yes, you did. You said, I'm excited for the last tip or like something like that. And you went, don't. Here it is. I can't wait for the last sleep tip. And then you went, don't, in all caps. And yeah. Making a tip joke. Freaking how old are you? Huh? So yeah, don't sleep. No, do sleep. Sleep is good for you. That's when they get you. Okay, this is not an SCP conspiracy, okay? We are not doing this, alright? Please sleep when you need to. It is incredibly important to sleep. If you do not sleep, certain functions will start to break down after a certain amount of time. You can actually cause permanent damage to your brain if you do not get sleep. So, get some sleep. Alright. Ooh, I forgot. There's one more tip. There's one more part to this. We never addressed napping. My favorite part of this, actually, because I love a good nap, you know? The only damage is what the dream man can do. Stop it. Enough. I can't stay mad at you guys. Alright, napping. Napping is not... Okay, here's some myths we're going to break up. Napping is not a bad thing. What is important is napping the right way. First the speed runs, then what? I don't know what you're talking about anymore, Levi. You have to nap the right way. If you haven't slept well and you're feeling tired, a planned daytime nap can improve alertness and boost your energy levels without affecting your nighttime sleep. This advice, there's a wrong way to nap. I don't know, I should probably sleep. No, what time is it for you? Do you have daytime naps? Then go for it. But like, anyway, this says here, try to nap between 1 and 3 p.m. This time is less likely to affect your nighttime sleep. 20 to 30 minutes is enough to turn off your nervous system and begin recharging. So literally a 20 to 30 minute nap is enough between the time of 1 to 3 p.m. That's it. Let's see. You've never had a nap that was under 2 hours. That's okay, neither have I. I once napped and slept until the next morning and was like, oopsie, there goes my day. But I guess I needed it. Like, I think I felt unwell at the time. Like, I felt like I was getting flu or something. So I was like, I'm just gonna have a nap and wake up later. I'm pretty sure it was on a day I was gonna stream as well. I was like, oh, I feel a bit horrible. I'm gonna nap and I'm gonna stream later. And I woke up at like 7 o'clock the next day and I was like, oh dear. And I had messages from Ray that was like, no stream today, baby. And I was like, ah! The best naps are when you were in school and dozed off, then you wake up feeling like falling asleep. Those got me pumped. I never had a nap in school. Oh, I fell asleep in a uni. Oh, falling asleep. Just falling. Oh, auto-filling sleep. Ah. Oh, it auto-filled asleep. Oh, the best naps were when you were in school and dozed off, then you woke up feeling like you're falling. No, that I've never had that experience before. I know that can actually cause a burst of adrenaline, and that can get you like absolutely ready and awake immediately like that. So yeah, if that helps you. But a funny story, I was in a lecture once during university, and I had not slept the day before, or I think it was either I had not slept the day before and I'd just eaten. So I was extremely tired and entering that like food coma part of the day. And I was sitting there staring at this screen, reading this lecturer's notes as they're like basically reading off of them because they get paid to do that these days. And I could feel it happening. I let it happen. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just close my eyes for a second and maybe it'll help me. And the next thing I know is I'm being poked awake by my friend next to me because I was snoring in the lecture hall. Are you kidding me, body? I fell asleep and snored in someone's lecture. So during the next break, I went home and went to bed. You wish you could auto-sleep. Just program that sucker and the body goes out. Ah, oh, that would be nice. But frankly, we're not wired that way, are we? What's the longest I've gone without... My snores out in me. They did! They did! I felt so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, everyone like fucking heard me snoring. And I just left during the break. What's the longest I've gone without sleeping? I once did a 24... So technically longer than 24 hours. It was a 24-hour charity like game-a-thon for the release of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, I believe. They're the ones with Alola, I believe. Yeah, it is Sun and Moon. Because we were raising money for Macmillan's Game Changers, I think it was. Which is a charity in the UK that provides gaming equipment or games to children who have a diagnosis of cancer in some way. as a way to, you know, provide them some entertainment through gaming. Of course, Matt Villains is a charity, so everything they get is literally given from the public, and that's how that works. And I think I stayed up for like 28 hours, and then other people around me fell asleep, so I was left to like keep the stream going on my own. And then I went back home and conked out. That entire weekend I was gone, like absolutely gone. No one saw me until the next week. So I'd say about 28 hours is the most. There are a few times when I've done all-nighters for like handing in a project, and I've gone from like 7 or like, I guess, yeah, 7 or 8 a.m. on, say, Thursday morning to about 2 p.m. the next day. So that's probably longer, actually. And then I went home and passed the fuck out, as you do. But yes, and one final thing I wish to leave you with before we raid out. A daily dose of natural light can help you sleep better. It helps to reset your body clock. So please get into natural light. So please get into natural light as soon as you can after waking up. A walk in the natural light and getting some fresh air can help with the post-sleep slump. The sun! Yes! Praise the sun! Praise the freaking sun, everybody. That was like 2018, I think, too. So that young boy energy keeping you going too. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it was 2018. Young boy energy. 2018 was 7 years ago. Young boy. Oh my god, yeah, I was a young boy then. Don't think I've seen the sun in a few months. Miramis. Is that because of where you live though? Because I know there are some parts of the world that only get sun at certain times of the year. And in those regards, I definitely recommend you get a sun lamp. Like, immediately. 2016? Trauma. 2016 was trauma. You're old. Aren't I older than you, Dan? I don't remember. I'm not gonna talk about my age here. I'm 527. Leave me alone. I started, what? Technically, moonlight is just recycled sunlight. You're avoiding sunlight like a bad ex. I sent a message to my ex. Heard he out with some other chick. Hi, Maury. Oh, Lilith. Can I call you Lilith? Lilith, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in and thank you for becoming a Dracodian. Feel free to join the Discord. I will send you the link now. The castle's gates are open. Come on in. And that is all of my sleep hygiene tips that I have for you all. What did you think? Have you got any topics you'd like to recommend for any more future Yappenings? Below. I like how I can bow. I like that. Bow to you. In a way, it looks like I'm curtsying. Ooh, yes. Hi, Lilith. Welcome in. May I call you Lilith? Or is there another way? That is... No. Levi. I will warn you. I will literally warn you. Sir. I'm not even going to read that. I've got Dusty with me. He's left me. He saw your message and he ran away. You scared my cat. Are you happy now? Mori, Lilith, either is fine. I already have a Mori in my life. Maya, I hope it's okay. I'm going to call you Lilith. Both are pretty names, either way. But yes, welcome in. I'm just finishing up a little the Yappening episode 2. It's been all about sleep hygiene and sleep well-being. The cat's been on your shoulder, proving every man. You have chonky shoulders. I'm sorry, but that is a chonky shoulder. You saw me from her stream earlier. Oh, thank you for finding me. Yes, Mori worked on my emotes that you just gained access to, actually. All of the follow emotes are Mori-chan's own making. Levi, you're a large man. Hubba, hubba. I mean, what? Okay. Is that one L, and I start to blow? Cancelled? No, you can't cancel me. I only debuted like 2 weeks ago. You can't come up to 3 weeks ago, I guess, this weekend. You can't cancel me. Nuh-uh. I like a man that is well built. What's the problem in that? I mean, I'm pretty much well built as well. I mean, if I like, look at these muscles. The king cannot be cancelled. Only no, don't do it to me. Don't put me in the jar, please. No. Yes, Miramis. Lilith with one L in the middle. Yes. I like that. Ah! Well, this is no fun. Now you freaking put me in the jar. What am I meant to do here? Good tip. How rude. How freaking rude. Alright. Well, I guess I have to stay in until the jar runs out, so has anyone got any plans for the week? I mean, I'm back on Friday with Pokemon Insurgents, but I am guest appearing Thursday on Power Wash Sim, and that will be over on Kizu and Zero's channels, I believe. Shelf. What you're saying is the stream lasts as long as you stay in jars. No, this is the final jar. I just didn't want... I wanted to respect you for using your channel points. But if you're going to take the piss, I'm going to end the stream. You don't have the power here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's not nice. I love that. I love that so much. Oh, the final jar sounds like a title. The final jar. I wonder if one day I'll get bored of these jar redeems and then I'll be like, everyone, whoever like does the last jar redeem, that is it, there'll be no more, and then they'll get like the final jar title in the Discord or something. Or I could encourage you all to jar me at the end of stream so that whoever does the last jar, or like whoever does it first, gets the Great Sealer of Dragons. Hey Dusty, are you okay, baby? You're looking a little sad. Hey. Hey. Bubba. 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 You're okay, baby. Oh, your nose is very wet though. Just a bit concerning. Extremely wet. The Great Dragon Seal. I like it. Ooh, what if I had like a dragon seal designed, right? And it's like one of those that stops me talking for like 10 seconds. It's like a shut up kind of thing. That'd be cool. Only 10 seconds though, because I'm too much of a chatterbox. Chatterbox! I'm a chatterbox! Chatterbox. It'd be abused? Well, if it does, that's what the warning system is there for, and that's what the mod's there for. I could put a cooldown on it of like, I don't know, 5 minutes if it gets abused. And I'd start with a small cooldown first of all. Like the jars. The jars are on like a 2-minute cooldown, right? But if I ever feel like the jars are being abused, which I'm not, would it auto turn off my mic, or would I have to do it manually? I think I would do it so it like auto mutes my microphone, if I can get it to do that. I would really like it to do that, but I think I'd have to use like Mix It Up if I did something like that, and I really don't want to use Mix It Up. It's on my PC, but I have no other need for it right now in my life. I could just do it manually, I guess. I mean, there's a button on here that I can press to literally like mute myself, like. If I press it again, now you can hear me speaking. He gone. He's gone. He back. He back. Thanks everyone for being here, by the way. I'm not sure you deserve my presence anymore. I'm going to leave now. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Nova! Actually, you know what? I'm going to give Nova a rest and do it myself. Raid. Please grab your raid message. Raid message is available for all who are following. I will see you all Friday, when if you did a point redeem to smash a jar. Smash a jar? What, like in real life, just like smash a jar? Or a jar smashing sound would play? Oh! I'm grabbing my stream book. Wasteful? Yeah, we don't want to waste the stuff. And it's dangerous too. Rivalry of people jarring me and breaking me out. I like the sound of that. Let me go to the page on in my book. Jar smash redeem. Smashes the jar to free me early. That'd be funny. Yeah. I've written it down. Leave it with me. The Sealers versus the Revolutionaries. No, the Sealers versus the Smashers. They've got to be called the Smashers, right? The anti-jar movement. The AGM. Oh, I fucking love that. Alright. I'm gonna read out now. Enjoy the end screen and its cozy music designed to help you lull yourself into a restful state. And I will see you next time. Bye bye! We will be raiding out shortly. Please grab your raid message. And thanks for watching the stream.